want to start with the coach?
Okay, I thought Eric Alspach just had an unbelievable game, and I thought we played really hard. I thought we had a good first half, and I also thought second half we played well. You know, we did everything we thought we could have against Alspach. I thought she just really took over. I mean, if you look at the stats, basically it was her game. And overall, you know, again, they're a good team. I thought it was a good game for us.
When she's hitting shots like that, does it have a trickle-down effect on how you're trying to guard their team? Because now all of a sudden you have to concentrate so much on one player.
Well, we did a triangle and two for a lot of the second half, you know, to face guard her, and it was effective at times, but then at other times, when we were full court pressing, we were going back into man, so at those times, you know, when she was by herself, you know, it became more evident and it was harder to guard, but she took a lot of tough shots and made them. I thought every time she took shots, she had somebody on her.
I mean, were you willing to live with her scoring a certain amount of points as long as the other kids didn't beat you?
No,
as long as she didn't have a game like that?
Well, again, you know, I mean, the second game we played her, we gave her a lot of open looks. I thought every shot she took today, there was probably 2 or 3 times where I felt she was wide open, you know, in transition. After that, I thought we had people on her. You know, she made some tough shots, and that's to her credit. That's why she's player of the year.
Kathy, at halftime, I mean, down only 3, did you guys have a conviction at that point that you might be able to do this and knock them off?
Honestly, we had that conviction from the beginning. Being down by 3 at halftime only showed us that, hey, we're staying in the game with Marist. We got this one. So, yeah, we did.
And where do you think it might have gotten away a bit? I mean, just all on spot basically, or anything else?
Yeah, I mean, like Coach said, like we wanted to key in on Alan Spock, make sure like no open looks, and like she said, I think she just hit a lot of hard shots, and like Coach said, to her credit, she had an awesome game, but I thought that we did what we planned to do out there. So.
Serena, 17 points, but it seemed like they really made it hard for you in there. You describe what they were doing defensively.
It's like pretty much any other day in the post, a lot of pushing, shoving. It's the same old. You just gotta get past it, and I just had to focus on what I had to do.
But still, I mean, some of the teams in the league have smaller posts. When they have posts with 6'4", 6'3", does that make things more difficult from your end?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're taller, but I mean, not everyone has the same like arm length as I do. So I mean, there's a difference in like height wise, but like arms, is like if they put them up, it's like almost the same exact height. So I mean, I just had to work around it in a sense. So that's what I was trying to do all game.
I mean, it did seem like you had some looks. I mean, you did have some looks. Did you just feel like they weren't falling or something?
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I had shots and they weren't falling, so I mean, I wasn't going to stop shooting. I mean, I kept shooting and it helped a lot, but that's what I was just trying to stay focused.
They did a good job of cleaning up the defensive boards. Did you kind of notice that was a point of emphasis on their part? Coach mentioned they only had 1 for a long time. You guys got a couple of offensive rebounds later in the game that really looked like they were trying to keep you to 1 shot and going the other way.
I didn't notice it. I mean, everyone's rebounding.
When the lead got to double digits in the second half and some shots weren't falling, did some frustration start to set in from the sizable losses that you faced against Marist previously? Did any just not despair so much, but did it start to take a mental toll on the team once the lead hit double digits in the second half?
I didn't think so. I didn't feel that when we were coming back in the huddle. I felt like everybody, you know, we've been there before in terms of being down, so, you know, and we've been able to come back. You know, this is a tougher team to come back too, but I didn't feel that when I was talking to the team at any point. We felt like we couldn't get back into the game.
You said yesterday after the Fairfield one, you thought you might come out kind of loose with nothing to lose. Is that how you felt your team was playing for much of the game?
I thought we played great. I mean, honestly, you know, they're a really good team, and you know, I thought our first half was exceptional. I thought we executed really well, and defensively, you know, we played just really, really well. In terms of the offensive rebounding, one of our points of emphasis with them is if you don't score, they really get you in transition. So we were really trying to bring 2 people back. So as much as we're a good offensive rebounding team, we had to give up something at certain points because we didn't want to get beat up in transition. So that could have been one reason why we didn't rebound the ball as well today, and it also happened in the last game because we had 2 players back. But, you know, again, you gotta kind of pick your poison with Marist. You know, it's, they capitalize if you turn the ball over, and they also capitalize on missed shots. So, you know, I took the risk of having 2 players back.
Serena, as much as you can, like 15 minutes after the game, I mean, can you talk a little bit about your time here at Siena and how you feel with this, you know, even though your career is complete?
I mean, my time here in Siena has been like the best ever. So I mean, I'm really proud of where we're at, where we came to, and how the season came to an end. I mean, it could have been better, obviously, but I'm really proud of what we've accomplished this year. I mean, it's been a long time since we had such a good record, and I mean, me personally, I'm just really happy for everything.
You feel like you came a long way as a player from what you were when you arrived here as a freshman?
Yeah, definitely a lot, actually. I mean, as a freshman, I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I was probably a little skinnier. Definitely a little skinnier. Wasn't that much of a post player when I came in, and then I came in and learned a lot more post moves, and it helped me a lot throughout my whole career. So,
can you talk, Gina, a bit about your two seniors here? Excuse me.
I wish they were freshmen.
No.
Again, you know, all 3 of them, Missy too. You know, she had a tougher game today, but she had a great game yesterday. And again, I can't say enough about them. They've really evolved into just really good players. And you know, Serena, we've talked quite a bit about, but with Cathy, you know, she's always been that unsung hero type of a person. She does all the little things, and you know, check the stats today. You know, the rebounds, she got the shots, but also she had Brandy Gang. You know, and she was guarding her the whole night for the most part, and she didn't score. You know, and I think she's a pretty good player. So, you know, I think she's always been that great defensive player, that player that you could always count on and trust on the floor. And you know, we're really going to miss her. I say that all the time. You know, we're going to miss Serena. You know, but with Cathy, we're going to miss all those little intangible things that it's hard to find in a player. So, you know, it's going to be tough. And also, I think she's just done a wonderful job leading the team. She's got great leadership skills. She was one of our captains, and through, she's really held the team together.
One last question.
Mm-hmm.
With Marist, do you feel like did the first half show that gap can be closed, or as long as Coach George is there, is it going to be difficult to? Is it going to be them and everybody else, or can you catch up with them?
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely think we can catch up with them. I think they have really good players too. I mean, and I love Brian Georges. He's a good friend of mine, and he's a great talent, you know, in terms of coaching. But you have to have good players to win games, and you know, it shows. I mean, we have good players. We have young good players as well. So I like where we're going, you know, in the direction we're going. But you know, they have a lot of talent, and talent wins. But I definitely think in this league, you know, there's a lot of good coaches in this league that have worked exceptionally hard in recruiting, and Loyola is one of them, and they can give them a good game. They have very talented guards, so, you know, that should be a really good game on Monday.